Live in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge on 94.9 The River. I'd like everybody here with me to give a warm welcome to Steve Fulton. This is not somebody I feel the need that we need to introduce. This is an icon of the local music scene. Steve has been at the heart of what Boise has done musically for longer than I can count at the moment. And we're really happy to have him here. You know, you've been here for projects like Idaho, Ho Ho, and we've never had you in here for you.
I know it.
Just for you.
Just for me.
Welcome, Steve.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Pretty excited about this, aren't you?
I am pretty darn excited.
Saw some happy pictures on the social media over the last couple of days.
Yeah. It's been a long time coming.
So did I read right? Is it 11 years since your last project?
Yep.
A lot happens, right?
Yeah. Yeah, lots of influences, I think, is the biggest note to me, is that all the influences I've gotten from all the other musicians that I've worked with.
Right. Well, you know, and you are smack dab in the middle of it because of Audio Lab, the recording studio that you run, and all the work that you do outside of Audio Lab for other folks in terms of sound.
Right.
So you are exposed to just about everybody.
Yeah, I'm just trying to continually build my my clientele by going out and doing other things that they need to come to the studio.
That is very smart. We love the studio, by the way, and thank you for hosting Scars on 45 just a couple weeks ago. It's really a phenomenal place to be there for intimate performances.
Thanks. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about doing that kind of thing in that space. It's cool. It's kind of like this room, only a little bit bigger.
No, yours is a little nicer. The grand piano, for one. You have some great musicians here with you today. I'd like for you to tell our audiences listening at home and streaming at riverboise.com who you brought along.
Well, I brought Lindsay Hunt, who's my good friend and been playing together for quite a while now.
And she's working on something new, right?
Well, we're going to start her record this winter in November. Yeah. Pretty exciting about that. She and I went on a songwriting retreat in Stanley, and it kind of kickstarted her writing.
Nice.
And she's come up with some really, really killer stuff. So we've been having fun developing that.
You've also brought along another very famous and always there musician.
Lucas Ventura. I know you meant Dan Costello right here. Here's my buddy. Yeah, I was trying to, it's the middle of the day, so some people aren't able to make it to play. And so I was sitting there thinking, oh, hey, Dan, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing, man? What's going on tomorrow, man? I just told him yesterday.
Right.
So, he's such a trooper.
Had a fantastic opportunity to play with him over the summer as well.
Nice.
And it's some great material on this record because it hits a lot of different styles. Just like he said, there's a lot of influences there.
Well, we're glad to have Steve here because he has been supportive of what we've done, helping artists bring in keyboards for sessions and such. I'm going to shut up. Let's hear a song from your new record because that's what people really want to hear.
Okay, there's a song called Demons and Angels.
It seems I'm not the only one. I guess it's not like it's a million to one. The chance that I have is the chance that I take. It's a long shot that I'm the only one. It's a long shot that I'm the only one. I don't know how demons and angels can get to me now. I don't know why demons and angels come by. And it's a long shot. It's a long shot that I'm the only one. It's not like this is the first time. It's just It's the first time that I think that I've won. I took a swing and connected, I think. It's a long shot that I'm the only one. It's a long shot that I'm the only one. I don't know how demons and angels can get to me now. I don't know why demons and angels come by. I get hooked in from time to time, and that is when I am fighting the wind. Just when I think that I've come to the brink, it's a long shot that I'm the only one. It's a long shot that I'm the only one. I don't know how demons and angels can get to me now. I don't know why demons and angels come by. Demons and angels come by. Demons and angels come by.
Steve Fulton live in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge. I've got some folks to thank, but let's circle back. It's not often we get a full drum kit in the studio, and let's make sure Lucas gets his credit. Because
Yes, Lucas Ventura. So excited. He's just moved to Boise recently, and I'm
Nice.
excited to be playing music with him.
welcome.
Thanks. It's nice to be here.
Excellent. So I want to thank a few people. Obviously, we're in the Blue Moon Listener Lounge. Thanks to them for making it possible for us to gather here. And thanks to Westside Pizza, who brought lunch for everybody today. Great pizza, especially for those of you who live in the Valley near Meridian. They're just on Overland there near Eagle, and we're grateful for that. Things have changed since your last record. And I think one of the things that has been impressive to watch happen is how artists are being able to crowdfund their albums now.
Yeah.
And this was something that you did. Was it an easy decision to do, or, I mean, did you take a little time to figure that out?
You know, I think the thing it's kind of hard decision to make, because what goes through your mind is you're like, is anybody really going to contribute? You know, it's a weird thing. You know, you put it out there that you are trying to raise money for something and you're asking people to contribute to it. Right. What I didn't really think of when I first thought of that was that they actually all get something, you know. So we're just kind of pre-selling the records for the most part, and then some perks. So you come up with your perks in whatever creative way you can, and people will contribute, you know, to them according to whatever. Levels. Yeah, like I did one of the perks was a house concert, and it was so fun last week. I did one of them, and it was 5 couples got together and did this, you know, pooled their money together.
Great.
Yeah, so they were all talking about it, and they're like, "Yeah, we're going to do it over so and so's house," you know, and what ended up happening is we did a progressive house concert. So I started at the first house, and I just played the banjo and sang a song, played one song on the guitar. Then we had a drink. We went to the next house. I added Lindsay and did a couple songs, and we added Christine Thomas, did a couple songs, and it was so fun.
Nice.
Had some appetizers and a couple of drinks, and then we went to the next house, and we had a big, huge meal. And then we went to the fourth house and added the entire band and had this rock show in the living room of these people's house, and it was just
great.
Yeah, it was killer. There's one photo, man, that just kills me of Christine and Lindsay. I mean, it's of all of us,
Right.
but
I have to get my scream sing face.
it is awesome, man. You should see it. It's on Facebook.
Okay.
But it's just both of them just going for it, man. It was just so awesome.
So you mentioned Facebook. Let's circle back. Is it Steve Fulton Music? Is that on Facebook? Where do we go for your stuff? Everything
Yeah.
Steve.
I think it's Steve Fulton Music. What it? SFM?
SFM.
SFM.
Yeah, Steve Fulton Music. SFM.
So you don't have to spell it all out.
Right.
My unofficial official PA is in my ear with this. Well, I want to circle back to talk a little bit more about this record. Oh, and full disclosure, because I feel this is important. I also contributed to the campaign just because.
Are you getting a house concert?
I don't think.
Is
I got
this
a
your house concert right
This
here?
is my house concert right here, and I'm grateful. We've got Steve Fulton in studio tonight. There's like something of an album release party at the Record Exchange, and we do mean album as well. We'll talk about that in a little bit. 6 o'clock tonight, get down to the Record Exchange for the full band experience and your chance to purchase the new CD, Eponym. We're here with Steve, and we'd love to hear another song, you guys.
All right.
I don't care where this train goes. I'm just along for the ride. I can see out my window from the sea on one side. Gonna go where it takes me. Into a world unknown. Let all time and the space lead. Where it stops, I won't know. I'm just along for the ride. I just want someone to guide me through the passing countryside. I just keep eyes open wide. Now on to the next station. There's no map that it's on. I'll be there for the duration. Before I know it, I'll be gone. space lead. Where it stops, I won't know. I'm just along for the ride. I just need someone to guide me through the passing countryside. I just keep eyes open wide.
Wow, nice. What's that called?
It's called Along for the Ride.
Along for the Ride. We are visiting with Steve Fulton. So tonight you can catch his whole band at the Record Exchange at 6 o'clock for the official album release party for Eponym. We're going to be talking with Steve about this new record. Also, thanks to Westside Pizza, who provided excellent pizza for everybody here today. They're on Overland near Eagle. Really nice guys there and good food as well. So making the album, you had some time. You weren't working on a big schedule, I don't think. Was that nice, or did you put yourself on a deadline?
I had 11 years. That was it. No, I did. I put myself on a deadline. Once I decided to do the crowdfunding thing, which was in March, actually in February I met with the Record Exchange and I talked to them about the release date. And we put the date out there according to a time frame that they thought was good. And is October 6th today. And so we did the crowdfunding thing. We started going, and next thing you know, I'm like, holy cow! It's like it's right around the corner. So I mean, it just creeps up on you.
Right.
You try to fit it in. I dedicated studio time. That was part of the crowdfunding thing, was to be able to actually book myself in the studio.
Into your own place.
Yeah, but then still,
Right.
I mean, still pushed it right to the very max. I mean, I just barely got these
yesterday.
Day before yesterday.
Yesterday before.
Yeah.
I love this because if you look at the credits for this record, you see names that represent so many people within the local music scene, which is pretty exciting to see everybody on here.
You know, that's part of those influences that I've had through the years of recording everybody. They've all become my friends, and we have a lot of side projects, and it's very incestuous. Everybody's playing with everybody. It's just crazy.
The Sensitives are on here, I noticed.
Yeah, the Sensitives, and I played with Dan before.
Yeah.
We played before in different configurations, and I was walking down the hall of the studio the other day, and I saw Strange, his release, and it said Steve Fulton opening. I was like, oh, I forgot about that. So it kind of makes sense that Dan's here.
We're visiting with Steve Fulton, and he's got a terrific new release called Eponym, and it's going to be it's available on CD, obviously, but there's something else too.
Oh yeah, man, vinyl. Holy cow! I can't believe I'm going to actually have a record out on vinyl.
Is this your first?
This is my very first, and I've done 1 million records, man, and I've had so many people put out vinyl, and just whatever reason, I don't know how that happened. The hundreds of records that I've played on and put out a dozen or so through all the projects I've done of my, stuff that I was involved in, I've never been on vinyl.
Wow.
I never have. So
have you seen those yet?
They won't be here till the end of November.
Okay.
The turnaround time on those is really, really long.
Well, there's such a demand for vinyl now. It's kind of hard to find room to get those done around.
I ended up going to London.
Really?
I mean, not going there.
Right, but outsourcing it.
Yes.
Nice. We're visiting with Steve Fulton. New album, Eponym, officially released today at the Record Exchange. Get down there at 6 o'clock tonight. He'll have the full band with him. But we're certainly enjoying what we get to hear here. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
This is just terrific. I know you've worked hard on it, and I know there's a lot of fans that are going to be excited to pick this up. Could we get one more song?
I'd love to do another one.
That'd be great.
A song called Rain.
future. I'm gonna feel my way. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. If there's a mud hole, then you will find it. Knee deep in perfect timing. That's when the sun comes shining. After it soaks right through. There are those days when thunder rolls in. No way that you can know when that thunder's gonna roll in. It's gonna pour on you. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. Nothing you can do right on you. Nothing you can do. If it's sunshine you need to find them, just past the clouds behind them. Give time until the bygone, after the storm moves through. Seems like the sky is crying, that clouds are gonna fly in. Next glance you see them smiling. That's when it all feels new. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. It's gonna rain, 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 rain right on you. It's gonna rain, oh, rain, 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 rain right on you. Nothing you can do right on you. Nothing you can do right on you. Nothing you can do right on you.
Yeah. Steve Fulton Music. New album is called Eponym, and you can get that song on here. Good time to do that. Good place to pick up this record tonight after work. Find yourself down at the Record Exchange at 6 o'clock for the full band experience. And you can pick up the CD then. Also in November, vinyl. So that'll be sweet. Yeah. So a couple other things to remind you about coming up for Steve. He does have a show at the Sapphire Room, which really is a spectacular place in Boise to really enjoy music. That is happening on the 14th. That's next Friday at 7:30 for the Sapphire Room concert. You can get tickets at Brown Paper Tickets, and that should be fun as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Lindsay Hunt, Dan Costello, Lucas Ventura, thank you so much. Steve, congratulations. I know that this is a huge thing, and we're so happy for you.
Thanks so much for having us. I really appreciate it.
Thanks again to our friends at Westside Pizza for bringing such great food today for everybody. Check them out online. We want to thank the incredible engineering staff here behind the scenes that puts this together and works with all of our artists. And then, of course, the best unofficial official PA ever, that would be Carrie. And we're going to head back to the studio.